Good day, my friends. How are you all doing? Only got 6 of you here, but that's okay. That's soon to be a lot more. Couldn't stay away. Had to stream again. That's why they call me Jeffrey Streamer. So we got Mr. Toe of the Joe and Daniel so far in the chat. A few lurkers. Let's see who else will show up. I'm sure some more are on the way. There's Rebel Metal. Hello to you. Nobel Prize. Tojo, I don't know what I'd do without your jokes here. I think everybody thoroughly enjoys these constant one-liners coming at us because you need something to uplift the spirits. With a lot of the things we talk about can get kind of, rough on the spirit after a while, but you're there to lift us up. So we greatly appreciate your efforts. I will tell you that. Hello, Vanessa. Brighten the day. It sure does, brother. It sure does. Vanessa is here now. Who else we got? We got 26 people, it says. Where are they at? They're all lurking. Come on now. There we go. Who else in their 20s watching? E1, That's kind of fun to say. The only reason you got your message deleted is because we don't allow emojis or symbols in the chat. But if you're really in your 20s and you're here, I'm thrilled to have you here. I love seeing young people come. And you are most welcome to be here. Omar Johnson, same deal. Just know that we don't allow emojis or symbols in our chat. So other than that, you're very welcome to be here. Thanks for coming. It's nice to have you here. Oh, hold it now. Oh, no. January 12th, 2025. That's a whole year ago. It's your 1-year anniversary of opening your account. For a second, I thought it was a brand new account, but it's a year old. And there's my buddy Troy. What's going on, brother? Holy gangster from the West Coast. Good to see you too, brother. Good to see you too. Loretta is here as well. Excuse me. And who else we got? It says we got 28 people. If I look like I'm hunched over, it's because I have a furry one behind me pushing me off the chair. She's literally pushing me off the chair. You know how they can be, those furry ones. There she is. You can see her ears at least. There's Alana. Hello, Alana. Good to see you all. Welcome to another evening live stream, Groove Stream with Mr. Buzz. And tonight we're going to talk about the scourge that is internet dating. Got my microwave. Yay. Wednesday. Oh. Okay, Alana, I would be happy for you, except that's something I should do a video on sometime. Microwaves are good for one thing. Nothing. Nothing. They are a weapon given to us by the evil ones to give everybody cancer. That's all they are. That's all they've ever been. There's nothing good about a microwave whatsoever. They say they're sealed and there's no radiation getting out. Not true. Not true. Yes, they're convenient, but they are extremely unhealthy. Your microwave is the worst thing in your house for causing cancer. The very worst thing that exists in your house. And this I learned from two guys who actually have a company, and they go around your house and they identify where the radiation is. And in their exact words, your microwave would make a good boat anchor. That's the only thing it's good for. So, sorry to burst your bubble on your excitement over your microwave, but they're terrible things. I got rid of the one that was in this house, and there's no more coming in here, that's for sure. Army survival, that's what they're made for, not domestic use. Yeah, they're no good for your house. Not at all. No good for your house. Except today into my coonhound huddle. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I got a furry one. Just she puts her feet against the back of the chair and pushes. She's trying to push me right off. So just looking out for you, Lana. I don't want to burst your bubble or rain on your parade, but they are really terrible. Microwaves are awful. Use my air fryer to warm stuff. Oh, if you got one too, Tojo, yep. They're awful. They don't seal them right. None of them are sealed, even brand new ones. When they test them, they're giving off more radiation than what is safe for human beings. So, times I feel like our furry friends forget furniture was created for us. Totally true. Toaster ovens are excellent. That's what I have. Yes. That's the only thing I really use. Or, I mean, the top of the stove with a frying pan, I'll use that. But I use toaster oven for everything. And if you get a toaster oven that has convection, it's a toaster oven and convection oven in one. Convection just means the air is spinning around, right? Those are really good. Those cook really evenly. Microwaves also don't cook anything right. You'll get one overcooked spot and the rest of it is raw. It attacks one part of your food and then leaves the rest of it. So I don't like microwaves at all. So, sorry, Alana, didn't mean to rain on your parade there today. There's Kakaider. Heart monitor doctors would say to be away from Exactly. You understand, Stereo. You're completely right. To meet a person since everyone is inside and not on the internet. Well, we're going to talk about that. Your first mistake would be thinking you have to go meet people in the first place. You don't. That's not how this works. There is a matchmaker, okay, in this cosmos. His name is the Most High God. He is the ultimate matchmaker. There's my buddy Matt. He's here again. It's my guitar. Right on, Matt. That's good to hear, brother. So, what you want to do is forget looking for a partner yourself. Okay? Do not go out and think you're going to find somebody. You'll find somebody, and it'll be the wrong person. She's the one with the Chucky doll. Oh, dying breed. You say trying to help her. Why would you say trying to help her? I thought she was doing a lot better. I even got an email from her. Is she not doing better? Sorry, folks. I need to get a report here. Please tell me she's doing better. Things look so positive by the end of that session. Kenshi, how's it going? Please give me some good news, Dying Breed. It's in Turtle Boom. She considering things but not full delivered. Well, no, I didn't think she was fully delivered, but she told me she felt a whole lot better. And just, I mean, having all that stuff out of there, that she took out. I mean, I literally watched her do it. So I know she removed a whole bunch of stuff. So, I mean, I'm willing to see her again. If I can help some more, let me know. I will see her again. She seems so much better by the end of it. She was really appreciative. She was really sweet, actually. She was really, really nice to me. So I thought we got somewhere, but maybe we didn't get as far as I thought. I don't know. It sure seemed really positive by the end of it, but just let me know if you want me to see her again. I gladly will. Made contact through internet with an African woman. I went there twice. Well, Stin Turtleboom, what you're doing is a dangerous game, okay? What you're doing is a dangerous game that's probably going to end in disaster. Internet dating is of the devil. It is not good. And you're playing with fire. That's what I'll say. That's what I'll say. Can't stop your lustful ways. Well, you got other problems here too. Mainly the fact that you're called troll. That's literally your name. You got a video with you wearing a devil mask, literally, and you're brandishing knives in another video. Yeah. I see problems here, my friend. I definitely see problems. Oh man, no problem. Like I say, Diane Breed, I'm willing to see her again. So if you can convince her to see me again, by all means. Can't imagine that, Ebony. If you can convince her to see me again, I'd be more than happy. Because your daughter's very sweet. I really liked her, actually. She's wonderful. Very smart, very articulate girl. She was awesome. She treated me very nice. I enjoyed getting to know her. So if I can help some more, I definitely will. Okay, Kenshi, you say my bad. Yes, those things should go, brother. Okay, your video of you in the devil mask is really disturbing. And man, I'm just coming out of isolation. Sure, stick around, brother. Stick around. Okay, no, I said your name. You named yourself Troll. That's what your channel is called. It's literally called Troll. So, yeah, it says Kenshi. It's Troll is the name of your channel. So if you're not a troll, you probably shouldn't call your channel Troll. I'm just guessing. It's not the best name to go with, you know. Yeah. Por favor, Voca. I have no idea how to speak Spanish, so get rid of these things. All right, you do that, brother. That's awesome. If you do that, I'll be very impressed. Very impressed. You're more than welcome to be here. I'm giving you some advice. Calling yourself Troll and wearing a devil mask is probably not the best idea. Because if you're a believer in Jesus Christ, you know how he would look at that, right? You know how he'd see that. In the background is a ace of diamonds. Yep. Yeah, the whole thing is it's none of it's good. None of it's good. Asking for subtitles. Oh, I wish I could help you. I don't have any way to do that. There's no way to do subtitles. If anybody can speak Spanish, please let them know that. I do not have any way to do so. I wish I could, but there's just no way to do it. Not possible. Not possible. Sorry, my friend. I'd love to if I could. So let's see. Where was I? My thoughts on dating. Okay. Well, first of all, you're lonely. You're looking for a partner. Vanessa, if you can explain to him that I don't have any way to do subtitles, it's not a feature that I have access to. Okay, you changed your name. That's good. Good start. Let's see. Archangel Michael. Well, I appreciate that you did, but I wouldn't call myself Archangel Michael either. Okay, that's not necessarily a much better choice. You should call yourself something that doesn't disrespect the Father in any way, right? Calling yourself Archangel Michael, that's not it either. that's not it either. I don't know. Just go with something neutral, right? Not anything like that. That'll get you in trouble with the Father as well. There's my buddy Eric. So just call yourself. Well, if your name is Kenshi, that's a very cool name. That's cool. Go with that. I don't know what Kenshi means. Maybe it's not your name, but if it is, it's a very cool name. I'll leave it up to you what you do, but I'm just giving you some advice. So, Mayan, hello to you. My name is Daniel. Oh, excuse me. Well, Daniel, my name is Jeffrey, and it's a pleasure to meet you, sir. Okay. Thank you, Claudina, for doing that. Appreciate it. It might not. You can turn on the closed captioning, but it doesn't always, like, YouTube is not as advanced as they let on. It's not necessarily going to work. Plenty of dates on it when I run out of raisins. That's what Tojo said yesterday. He had a date last night, and tomorrow he's going to have a fig. I talked to Eric about a week or so ago, and he was good. He was good. Okay, we're going to get to the topic here. So you're lonely. You're looking for a partner. You're looking for a date. Whatever you're looking for a wife. Whatever you're looking for, a husband. The worst choice possible is internet dating sites. The level of scamming. Okay, America is in trouble when it comes to dating, big time. So is every other country. And this is why. Okay, this is why. So the level of scamming, first of all, is so bad. And it's not even the people who go on them. It's the people who own the sites in the first place. Okay? The people who invented those sites and create them and run them are scammers themselves. They are scammers themselves. So what they do, most of them now, you have to have these coins. You have to keep buying coins or buying something, buying tickets or whatever. They get different names for them. And you can't even interact with the other people unless you have these. Then what they do is bots, pretending to be people. So you're spending money, you're getting these coins, whatever you're getting. You think you're talking to some woman or some guy, whatever. You're talking to a bot, and you're paying money to do it. Okay, they all do this. They all do this. I know this for sure. They all do this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No way, curds and whey. Okay, curds and whey. They totally do it. So, Tinder tender like money. Oh, no. Yeah. Tinder and, yeah, exactly. Okay, that's just one of the problems. Then, of course, you have absolute predators who love using these sites to find their next victim. It is some kind of dangerous, let me tell you. So then you have the biggest problem of all, as if those two aren't bad enough. A lot of people don't want to believe this, but there's only one way to find a partner and have it last. And that's if you allow the good Lord above to matchmake for you, to bring your spouse to you. He's the only one who knows who the perfect person is for you. So if you have patience and you wait and you keep praying and you trust him, okay, he will bring you the person you're looking for, the one that's meant for you. Because God, in his infinite wisdom, made one for each other. He didn't just make one person, he made their mate as well. And he's got it all in his perfect plan for those who wait. Okay, for those who wait. Oh, yes, guys, pretend to be women, and you don't have any idea who you're talking to on there. You don't have any idea who you're talking to. And the world is so bad and corrupt that the chances that you're talking to somebody you don't want to talk to are, I mean, probably 85, 90%. You've only got this little tiny 10% chance that you're talking to a decent person, if that. Okay. So the only way you're going to find the right partner is to wait. There is one, Andrea, that the Lord made exactly for you. And he has it in his plan. If you do the right thing, it's in his plan for you guys to meet. He'll arrange it. He'll put you together. But you got to be patient and wait. Okay? You got to be patient and wait for it. If you don't, and you go off on your own, you're leaning on your own understanding, is what you're doing. And you're going to get it wrong. And you're going to pick somebody who's going to hurt you. And it's going to be a disaster. Like my 2 marriages were. Okay? And the other way that people ruin this is premarital sex. So if you find somebody and have sexual relations with them before you marry them, you have already doomed any chance of having a good marriage and having it last. The Lord will not bless it. The Lord will not ordain your marriage. And let the chips fall where they may. That's how it works. Okay, now I didn't know this either. I didn't know this for a long time. That's why I got married twice. Women I picked myself. In both cases, probably picked somebody I even knew wasn't the right one. And did it anyway because I didn't want to be alone. I didn't want to be alone. Okay? It was totally wrong. Both times. Love the Lord and wait on him. Right on, Diane Breed. Your daughter told me how much you love God. And so I got a liking for you already. She told me that you really love the Lord. So that's how it works, folks. That's how it works. You need to be patient. Would the Lord approve divorce if not blessed? The Lord doesn't like divorce. I'll tell you that right now. Once you do it, once you get married, he does not want you to divorce. He does permit divorce if there's adultery or if there's abuse. Like if, the dude is beating his wife up. She doesn't have to stay there and take that, of course. Right? So if there's a reason for divorce, a valid reason, like adultery, one commits adultery on the other, that other one can leave. And they're allowed to go marry again. Okay? They're not stuck there because they've made a mistake. But here's the thing, if you let the Lord bring you together with somebody, Adultery won't happen. Adultery won't happen. No, it isn't, Bob. That's wrong. Marriage is a sacred covenant from God. You are incorrect, and you're actually disrespecting the Lord by saying that. I would advise you to repent for that comment. Correct, Donna. Correct. Totally correct. And yes, heartbreak is the worst thing ever. So this is why you want to do it right. Okay, if you don't, you're ending up in Heartbreak Hotel. And Elvis already told us about that. It's not a place you want to go. You don't want to find a new place to dwell down at the end of Lonely Street at Heartbreak Hotel. Poltergeist. Oh, man. Wow. Isolation Street. Yep. That's a good one, Tojo. I gotta say, that one's good. Kids, so I dumped them. Well, this is another thing, okay? It's very difficult to, they call them blended marriages, blended families. Man, it's not easy for a guy to accept someone else's kids or a woman to accept someone else's kids, or they both have kids and they're trying to do a Brady Bunch thing. It's not very easy. Okay, it's not very easy. I didn't divorce Thane when he left. No, I know you didn't. I know you didn't. Well, I don't think there was any valid reason for you guys to divorce. There has to be abuse or adultery. And I don't think either thing was the case. So there was no valid reason for you guys to divorce. Okay, he was leaving his responsibility. He was married to you and he shouldn't have left. According to the laws of the Lord, he wasn't allowed to. He was to stay there. But he didn't. He broke his covenant. Okay, that's him breaking his covenant. He had no legal grounds with the Lord to just take off on you. He shouldn't have done that. Well, Andrea, if you go out and try to find one yourself, you're going to end up with one of those. That's what I'm telling you. Don't do that. Ask God. If you're allowed to have another one, say, Father, I'm sorry. I have messed up. I picked the wrong people because I didn't let you bring my partner to me. Please break all the soul ties that I have to these other people, because you got ties to every one of them that you've been with. Until the soul ties are broken, he won't bring someone else. He can't, because the soul ties connect you to those people. So you're connected to everyone you've had sex with. I'm not asking you how many that is. It might only be one, might be two, might be 10. I have no idea. But however many there are, you're connected to everyone until the Lord breaks the soul tie with every person. Well, that's good. Don't go out and look for one. That's what I'm telling you not to do. Don't go out and look for one. Bob, if you were listening to what I said, you'd understand. Yes, it is if you let the Lord put you together. If you don't, then no. If you don't let the Lord do the matchmaking, you're wasting your time. Okay, you're wasting your time completely. Gluttony in that aspect was a real issue. Yep. Matt, I know your history, so I know a lot about you. So yes, for sure. And McCracken Jack, you shouldn't make that statement. I know you might feel that way, but the Lord doesn't want you to say that about yourself. He wants you to say, in my past, I was immoral sexually, and now in my future, I want to do better. That's a better statement to make, right? You're better off to word it in a more positive way. Good. No. Okay, whatever that is. Of the Lord being our matchmaker, like how would he make that happen? In a million different ways. A chance meeting at a coffee shop, a wrong number, and the person calls your phone by mistake, and the Lord nudges you. Don't just hang up on this person. Start talking to them. And there's a million ways he could do it. There's a million ways he could do it. If he wants you together, he's God. This is what everyone got to understand. He's God. Is there anything he can't do? No, there's nothing he can't do. He can do it all. If he decides this person and this person need to get married, he's going to make that happen. He's going to make that happen. You don't have to worry about how. He'll figure it out and he'll do it. Right? No, it's not wrong to find someone at church. If the Lord is nudging the two people together, then it's good. Right? But you got to make sure the Lord is pushing you two together. All right, here's the thing. And I made this mistake with my last one. I thought for sure this was the one. I thought the Lord sent her. Because I ignored one very important thing, actually, that I'm not going to say what it is, but there was something about this person that guaranteed me she was not sent by the Lord, and I ignored it because I wanted it to be true. Okay, so I made a grave mistake. There was something about her that told me for positive sure she wasn't the one, and I conveniently ignored it. I just told you, Lauren, I'm not going to tell you. You might know somebody after I say I'm not going to tell you, they're going to ask me to tell them. I just told you no, I'm not going to tell you. So deal with that. Okay? But I ignored it because I wanted it to be true. Shouldn't do that. Okay? I'm like, yeah, but that must be just he's planning on fixing that or something. I don't know how I justified it, but there was something that told me for sure this is not it. And I ignored it completely. I ignored it. I love to ignore them. Yeah, I did too. I did too. This woman was beautiful beyond my wildest dreams. She was absolutely stunning. She was sweet. She was godly. Everything looked good, but there was one thing that I should have paid attention to, and I conveniently shoved it under the rug. Said, nope. Big mistake. So when it is the right one, every box will be checked. Everyone. There won't be any characteristics that aren't perfect. Okay? Yes, that seems to be true. Before the right one comes, this is something Denza most talks about. Be careful because a very close counterfeit will come first. A very close counterfeit will come first. And it'll look real good, but it's not the one. The right one comes later. That's exactly what he says. And I believe he's probably right. Okay. When it's the right one, yes, there won't be any sweeping under the rug. That's right. Well, that's another issue. The Bible says, give to Caesar what is Caesar's. So according to that scripture, I'd say, yes, you should. Because if you don't, taxes and different things are not going to apply the way they should. So you're not legal. You're not following the laws of the land. Scripture also tells you to follow the laws of the land. Yeah, getting around things. You're not supposed to get around things. You're supposed to follow the laws of the land. That's what the Bible tells you to do. So I think you should probably do it the legal way. That's my opinion. Okay. But when it's the Lord bringing this person, there will be no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You won't have to ignore some big thing. Okay, you won't have to ignore some big thing. Every last thing will be right. Every last thing will be right. It'll be perfect. You'll be able to check every box. Everyone. And there won't be any question about it. That crush situation you mentioned. What crush situation do you mean, brother? Not sure what you mean by that. Wow, that's pretty freaky, Steve. See, I'm actually a believer that the Lord does a whole big bunch of people at once this way. Like when he's teaching something, it's a whole big group of people he's teaching at the same time, the same thing. And that's why that'll happen. I'm going to mention the red flags. Yep. Oh, I ignored one really big. Mine was not even a red flag. Mine was proof. If I would have been using my brain, he gave me proof that she was not the one. And I completely ignored it. I was dazed by her beauty. I was dazed by her beauty. And let me tell you, she was beautiful. She was so beautiful. I was like, it was hard to speak sometimes when she was in front of me. She was that beautiful. So I was stunned by that and lost my brains. That's what happened. Yep, that's what happened, Donna. That's what happened. Get a certain amount of love in your heart, and if you waste it on the wrong person, you'll be out of love when the right woman comes along. That's good advice, Nick. That's good advice. So yes, don't be stunned by oh, don't worry, Tojo. You'll get a date sometime. Maybe even a fig. Maybe even a fig. Yes, that was her. That's the one I was recently engaged to. So I got completely mesmerized by her beauty, which was, I mean, something to behold. she wasn't just kind of pretty. She was like, whoa. She was absolutely stunning, gorgeous. I'd never seen anything like her. Actually, still, when I think of her, it's and that's what happened. Was I got completely mesmerized by that. Did not use my brains properly, and willfully ignored something I should not have ignored. No, I'm alone, booby, completely. I am alone. It wasn't really lust. It wasn't lust. No. Lust is more a sexual thing. This wasn't a sexual thing. This was, oh my, she's angelic. She's what a creation this is before me. I mean, it was a very respectful admiration I had for her. It wasn't lustful. But, you know, date with a fig on Cherry Street. Yeah. Bowl of dates in a home movie. There you go. All very interesting topic as always related to our talk from earlier. My ex-fiance I spoke about was a witch. I met her on a dating site. There you go. There you go. There you go. Enough said. As Chad Wright would say, enough said. Enough said. Just please let an exception exist. Stin Turtleboom, you need to listen to me here. I know you're a good man. I know you are just aching for somebody to spend your life with. And I know the Lord has heard your cries. What you need to do is the same thing I need to do. If I want the Lord to bring me somebody, I need to focus on getting myself in proper shape so that he finds me worthy to bring somebody to. It's that simple. Okay? If you're not in tip-top condition for him to bring somebody, do you think he's going to matchmake with somebody that's only halfway there? No. You've got to be in proper shape for him to bring her, or he's not going to. Okay? He's only going to bring you top quality, a godly woman, somebody that he thinks is all that, somebody that's wonderful. You got to be the same. Okay? You got to be the same. And I'm not saying you're not a wonderful guy. I think you are. But I know myself included. I've got some work to do before I'm in tip-top shape that he'll think I'm ready. Okay? If you're not ready, he's not going to bring her. And that's totally true, Ella. If you think someone is too good to be true, that's because it is. That's because it is. Donna loves, it's just the LOL is the only reason you get your comment deleted. We don't like LOL here, so just to let you know. No worries. Just letting you know our rules. Told me to pray for him every day. Where's my husband? I know I can no longer date again the same way. There's a whole lot of people in this chat. We got 100 people here. I bet you at least 40 or so, or maybe even more, are waiting on the Lord to bring a spouse. Or some of them maybe are thinking, how am I going to get out there and find one myself? And I'm hoping this video or this live stream helps people understand not to do that, because you're just opening up a disaster. It's leaning on your own understanding is what it's doing. Ebony, you're really young, so you definitely got to wait, right? You're not in any rush. You're so young. I mean, if you got to wait another 5 years, that's totally fine. You might not be ready for another 5 years. The Lord will decide, right? Now, and he may decide you're ready next week. I don't know. That's up to him. Maverick, waiting, that's the thing to do. And not just sit around waiting, but try to find ways to improve yourself as much as you can, right? Booted off one time. I don't remember that, Donna Loves, and I'm not sure why it happened, but you're not going to get booted for just getting your comment deleted for that. We're just letting you know. It's all good. No one booting you. The foundation with sapphires. The online dating is the worst thing you can possibly do. It honestly is. I hope everybody heeds my warning and totally stays away from it. It's a disaster. It's a disaster. Completely. Tomorrow shall take things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. Yes. I don't date because I know who my spouse is. The Lord revealed to me, so I stopped dating counterfeit. I'm almost 40 years old. I don't believe in those dating sites either. Patiently waiting. Right on, Yoli. Right on. Now, plenty of fakes. Yeah. That's a good one, Lady Eagle. That's a real good one. Now, there's also another possibility that one must face. Okay. Some of us, like myself, I've been married twice. Is it possible the Lord is not going to let me do it again? Oh yeah, that's more than possible. That's something I might have to face. Yeah, that's right, Jersey City Joe. They literally had a sale on the Christian dating site called Christian Mingle, and their sale price was $666 a month for your membership. And I'm not kidding. I made a video about it. That's literally what they posted. They advertised $666 a month on a Christian dating site. So, okay, are you guaranteed that the Lord's going to bring you somebody? No, it's not a guarantee. Not at all. But freaky, but no, there are no coincidences. None at all. Okay, it's possible that what's the scripture I read today? Just one sec. Where is it? That's not it. Where is it? There it is. What's the verse and chapter? Hang on, I got to find this because it's really key. Where is it? 1 Corinthians. Okay, I'll read a bunch of this. Well, actually, I might not have to. Where's the part about singleness? Okay, that's not giving me the answer here. I got to find this. It's important. I know what I read. I can't believe I can't find it. Matthew 19, 10 to 12. That must be it. That's not it either. Why can't I find that? I found that today. There's something about how singleness promotes more devotion to the Lord. I can't find the actual scripture, but I read it just today. Has anybody got it here? 1 Corinthians 7 to 8. 1 Corinthians 7 to 8. 7, 8. Maybe that's it. No, 7, verse 8. No, that's not it. I can't find it right now. Matthew 6, 22 to 23. Is that it? 22 to 23. The eye of the lamp of the body. If your eyes are unhealthy, the whole body will be full of light. That's nothing to do with it. That's not it. That's not it. 1 Corinthians 7:32 to 34. 1 Corinthians 7:32 to 34. Here we go. I would like you to be free from concern. An unmarried man is concerned about the Lord's affairs, how he can please the Lord. But a married man is concerned about the affairs of this world, how he can please his wife. And his interests are divided. An unmarried woman or virgin is concerned about the Lord's affairs. Her aim is to be devoted to the Lord in both body and spirit. But a married woman is concerned about the affairs of this world, how she can please her husband. So this is why the Lord may prefer some people to be single. Okay? He might not give you what you want. He might say, yes, it's not for everybody. He doesn't expect everybody to be single, obviously. But some people, yes. And when we look through the Bible at the prophets, Ebony may not want to hear this, but many of the prophets were made to stay single. They were not given wives. They were sent out single to and lived a very rough life in some cases, very poor, and because the Lord wanted them focused on him completely, right? Kind of like a monk. Yep, kind of like that. Wants undivided attention. So don't think that you have a right to the Lord bringing you a woman or a man. That's not how it is. Not what we need, not what we want. And what we need according to his will, not our will. Okay? Do I want him to bring me a woman? Yes. Does that mean he's going to? No. The Lord knows what you can handle, Andrea. The Lord knows what you can handle. And if you can't handle being single, there's a video I made a while back. I don't know what it's called, or I'd find it and dump it here for you right now. What you're saying, you can't handle being single. That in itself means you have a real issue that has to be dealt with. You are not going to be able to have a successful relationship with anybody because you're not okay on your own first. In order to have a successful relationship, you have to be completely fine on your own. Then somebody can come and complement that. What you're doing is saying you need somebody to make you okay. That's a disaster for sure, without exception. That means your relationship's going to fail no matter what. No matter what. Okay? You don't have a chance of success. Well, if you need someone else to make you okay, then that's the problem you have to work on. Okay? If that's the case, there is no way you're asking somebody to come into your life and make you okay. That's not even a fair thing to ask somebody to do. That's not even a fair thing to ask another person to do. Okay? You got to make sure you're okay first. What I'm saying is codependency. What do you mean, Darcy? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Yes, we are. That's right. Andrea's saying she can't handle being single. She needs someone just to be okay. That's no good. That's no good. Okay, that means she's not okay on her own. She's asking somebody to come into her life and prop her up, make her okay. She's going to put all of her, she's going to lean on that other person to make sure she's okay. That means it's doomed, 100% doomed. Okay, that's not going to work. Yes, it's not good for man to be alone, but man needs to be okay on his own before he can be with a woman. He can't, if he needs the woman to be okay, that's no good. That's no good. That is no good at all. You're not going to be much of a woman to your partner in that state. You're going to rely on them to make you happy. That's no good. That's not fair to the other person. The other person needs you to be a whole, healthy person on your own so that you can be a sufficient partner in the marriage. If you're not okay on your own, you're not going to be able to do your part. You're going to be completely leaning on the other person. Right? You're going to be completely leaning on that other person to make you okay. That's not fair to the other person. And it's going to doom the relationship. Exactly, Stereo. I agree with that. Only boring people get bored. Now go to bed, you little. Yes, but you were in something that was doomed to fall apart because you did the same thing as me. You had premarital sex. Well, you weren't even married at all. You were shacked up with somebody. Okay, that's definitely not going to result in anything good. Well, Vanessa, you're in the same boat as Andrea then. You need to figure out a way to be okay on your own. That's what I had to do over this 10 years. I had to figure out how to be okay by myself. Okay, then maybe another woman could come in and complement my life. But if I'm not okay on my own and I'm just looking for another person to come in and prop me up, that's no good. That's no good. My mother was not religious. She was a believer in Jesus. Focused on him because I'm coming out from some spell. Codependency. Yep. You can't depend on anyone except God. Plain and simple. For two people to have a successful relationship, marriage, and last and go the distance, both of them have to have dependency on only one, I don't want to say person, but on one God. On God. If both of you have your focus on nothing but the Lord, then everything will go well. No, Andrea, no. There's going to be a time when you're going to look back at all these things you've said and realize how wrong they are. You're so far off with those comments. You're so far off. Do not want it. We lasted 20 hard years unequally yoked. If you're unequally yoked, it will fall apart. It will fall apart. Get a dog. I agree. Well, get a cat. Sure, I drink, but I can stop anytime. Oh, man. Excuse me for a moment, folks. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm back. Well, mainly because he didn't want the call in, but no. Well, internet dating is absolutely from the devil, without a question. The devil loves divorce. Okay, the devil loves divorce. Even the people who, that's where I met my second wife, was internet dating. And look where that ended up. It didn't go so well. Really didn't go so well. It was an absolute disaster, actually. We were unevenly yoked. We were two completely different types of people, and neither one of us wanted to be alone. So we settled for each other. Yep, met my ex on Tinder. Womp womp. Yep. Okay, so I have a deliverance to do in 45 minutes. I'm not going yet, but I have a deliverance to do in 45 minutes. And whoa. Going to be an intense one, folks. I got a really, really hardcore demon to face off with in about 45 minutes. Wow. I'm actually a little shaken by it. I can't describe it yet, but I'll describe it later. What, yeah, what our country certainly does. This person I'm going to see in 45 minutes certainly does. Christopher, are you available in 45 minutes? And actually, Maverick, are you still here? You were here a while ago. Are you still here? If you guys are available, you can both join me for the call I have in 45 minutes. We're talking hardcore. Hardcore. So if you guys are interested, you can join me. Well, I'll take two. I'll take Christopher and Maverick. All right. 8 o'clock Eastern Time. I will send you a link. I'll warn you, this one I think is hardcore. And I'll explain a little bit. A few minutes before the call, I'll send you an email and fill you in on what we're doing and what's going on. Oh, no, I'm not intimidated, but it's really hardcore. Little girl. Yep, it's definitely bad. It's definitely bad. Possibly the most hardcore thing I've seen so far. It's yeah. So, and it sounds like a high ranking. Oh yeah, more than one too. We're gonna deal with a bunch. I think a bunch. It's all right, Marie. I'm not scared. I mean, I'm not scared of that at all. It's just to see what the person is going through is the rough part. Okay, the person has sent me a picture that just whoa. Oh yeah, it's a legion. It's a legion. And I even know the name of one of them. So, but I'm not going to say anything yet. But I will have a report later. I'll let you know how it went. Sure. You guys can be from 8 o'clock onward. Just keep praying if you want. It won't hurt, for sure. It's demons are nasty things, man. They are nasty monsters. Don't think for 1 second that they're not absolutely vicious monsters. They certainly are. Very, very vicious. They will do the dirtiest things. The worst horror movie you've seen about demonic stuff is true. That's how bad it gets. I've listened to a lot of the Catholic exorcists who have dealt with the really hardcore, the worst things. And this one guy on Sean Ryan was describing the person who was possessed, all their limbs going backwards and them crawling up the wall, okay, like a spider. The person crawling up the wall. I mean, they describe things like that. It's wild. It's wild. So, and people don't believe demons are even real. Oh, they're real, all right. They're completely real. They sure are. Exactly what Jesus described in the Bible as unclean spirits. But some of them are, like someone just mentioned, high ranking and more powerful than other ones. And they can do some wild stuff. So, gonna go and deal with that in a little over a half hour. Yep. 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 Yeah. So with the exorcist that met the devil twice. It was framed. That was mine. That was mine, Tojo. I told that one a couple days ago. I told that one in Score Pizza. Maybe you weren't there that day, but I actually told that joke 2 days ago. So we got a few minutes yet to talk about what we're talking about. The main thing I want everybody to get out of this talk tonight is stay off of dating sites. Really stay off of dating sites. You're opening yourself up for more disaster than you can imagine if you go on them. There's no good ones. There's no good ones. They're all from the devil, every one of them. He loves chaos, mayhem, divorce, all that stuff. And he opened up a door for you all to find it with those dating sites. They're not from God. God does not approve of those dating sites one bit. And then people say, well, there's Christian dating sites. Yeah, like the one that was offering a sale of $666 a month for their services. I really couldn't believe that. It's like, you're kidding me. You had decided to have a sale and you didn't notice that your price is $666 a month. Really? I mean, like I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw it. Whoa, you're kidding me. So stay away from those, obviously. Felicia Lynette, you're new, I believe. Welcome. Very nice to see you. You have a very godly looking channel. You do indeed. Talking about false churches and everything. I like your style. Definitely like your style. America has a pride issue. It sure does. Sure does. Oh, I like that channel. I'm going to promote you. Here's a channel you might want to check out. Looks like some good information on that one. I like the style of it right away. Check that out. You want to see a godly channel that's worth supporting. So welcome to you, Felicia. Love your name too. That's a beautiful name. So stay on those dating sites, folks. And like I said, it's not guaranteed that the Lord's going to bring you somebody. Thanks for having me. You're very welcome, my dear. We're pleased to have you here. Don't be thinking that it's a guarantee the Lord's going to bring you somebody. Okay, I don't mean to spread that message because He might decide you're not fit to have somebody, or He's got other plans for you, and that's going to get in the way of it, or whatever the reason might be. I don't know. That's all up to Him. That's nothing to do with me. So I don't know if He's going to bring you somebody. But if He is going to bring you somebody, that's the one you want. You don't want, I mean, think of it this way. You can have some person who's not really right for you, and you got to make do with them the best you can and struggle through to try to make it work. Or you can have the person that the Lord has for you who's perfect for you and He made for you. Now, which one do you want? Okay. This one you might be able to find at the local bar this week, and it might happen quick. This one you might have to wait the next 3, 4, even 5 years for. I don't know. But if you wait, it's going to be perfect and everything's going to work out fine. Which one do you want? Okay, it's pretty obvious which one to go for. Stay away from that one at the bar that's not right for you, or the one on the dating site that's not right for you, or even the one you're going to meet in the church, which is infested with witches. Churches are infested with witches big time. They're all over the churches. No, Adam and Eve didn't need no dating app. That's for sure. The Lord put them together. Now, mind you, there was only 2 of them, so it was pretty obvious who he was going to hook up with who. I mean, pretty obvious. Adam was like, Father, could you bring me somebody? He's like, well, there's only one, but yeah, I can give you her. It was pretty easy. Wasn't a lot of matchmaking there. If so be that ye have heard him and have been taught by him, as the truth is in Jesus. Way over 1 million ways to meet you up. He does. He does. They've infiltrated the churches. Witches work for the devil. They're infiltrating the churches to ruin them, to destroy them, to contaminate them. Okay, they're trying to corrupt everything. So the witches, the witchy ones, as I call them, have gone to all the churches, infiltrated them. They're incognito. They're pretending to be Christians. They're not. They're witchy ones. Okay, and they're trying to corrupt everything. They befriend the congregation. They give them gifts, cursed items to take home with them. How many people have been to a church and had somebody give them an item at the church? Okay, I bet you there's a whole bunch of people here who went to a church and somebody in the church said, oh, look what I've got for you. You're such a nice person. I want to give this to you. And they gave you some decoration for your house or something to take home. I bet you anything, a bunch of you had that happen. Follow me home after staying over a so-called friend's place. Yeah, I don't doubt that at all. Everyone has a hard time finding a good church. They're all contaminated and infiltrated by the witchy ones. The witchy ones. No, you can't. It's very difficult. I had a deliverance session just before I did this live. Same deal. She told me the same thing. She was going to a church completely contaminated and infiltrated. Okay. Laying hands and imparting devils. Yep. What do I mean, witchy ones? Well, it's pretty self-explanatory. Witches, man, witches. What do you think a witchy one is? A witchy one. A witch. An agent of the devil. The ones who can't even sleep until they make someone stumble. They give me bags of clothes for my girls. Bingo. Bingo. That's what I'm saying, Vanessa. Take those clothes and burn them or just toss them out. Do not give those to your girls. Those are cursed. Those are cursed. They did rituals over those. I'll get you, my pretty. Exactly. Which ones are the... I can't decide which ones are the witches. Which witch is which? The witchy ones, folks. Don't trust the witchy ones. To the altar and pray for people. Anything to impart devils. Correct. Correct. They have infiltrated everything. You have to find a man who will take care of them and their children. Absolutely. Always want to touch you. Correct, Felicia. You are very, very well educated in this, obviously. So that's why you can't find a decent church to go to. Okay? Slither itself each stair until it reached the bedroom. It was about to grab me when I woke up, startled and shocked. Very few people understand the level of evil that we're dealing with. Heavenly Father be a form of sorcery. If a witchy one is doing it, yes, they can do all kinds of nasty stuff. Okay, real witchy ones, the real McCoy. Okay, they understand things the average person does not. They've had generations and generations of training. It's gone through their family. They're not amateurs. They understand things that only like a hardcore exorcist or something would understand. Okay, they have a lot of knowledge of how things work. Yes, be very careful is right. Bugsy Raider, salute to you, my friend. They have forbidden knowledge and lots of it. There are witchy ones in the chat right now, folks. There are witchy ones here among us. They may not be chatting right now, but they're lurking. They're in this live stream right now. I don't know how many. There could be upwards of 6 or 10 of them here right now with us, trying to infiltrate this ministry. Okay? They never, ever stop. They never stop. Well, they stop when God stops them, and he does. Believe me, he does. So that's the one thing they never got real smart at, is they don't understand what their fate's going to be for doing this. Okay, yes, they're monitoring spirits. I didn't say praying to God the Father is not sorcery. I said when witchy ones do things in churches, they can do underhanded, sneaky things that are sorcery. That's what they're doing. They're trying to corrupt actual worship in the church. They're trying to corrupt it. I didn't say that praying to God is sorcery. That's like, you totally misunderstood what I said. You need discernment. You need discernment to know who the witchy ones are. You need discernment. You have to have experience with them to know the kind of things they do. And eventually you can totally identify them pretty easily, but it takes time to get used to doing that. And it takes your discernment, right? If the Lord wants you to have discernment to know the witchy ones, you'll have it. Yes, the PDF files are generally, yes. Because being a PDF file is sorcery. It literally is. It pleases the Dark Lord. The parking lot, see a broom there, you know. Oh my. Told you. Oh. Fearful and unbelieving, and the abominable, and murderers, and whoremongers, and sorcerers, and idolaters, and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth. Absolutely. They will too. I mean, there's no question about that. There's no question about that. Okay, Stacy, I got you. Sorry, I understand now. I see. I answered him too, so I thought you were saying it in relation to me. Because I said, well, when the witchy ones do things in the church, they can do things underhanded, right? They're trying to corrupt everything that goes on in the church. That's why they become church members. And like somebody said, they're always trying to touch people, and they're doing their sorcery. And they're doing it right in front of your face. Excuse me. No, you need discernment, Legend. You need discernment. If you don't have discernment, you're not going to know very much because they're very crafty and you have to have discernment. You can smell demons. Yes, they smell like sulfur. They're everywhere is right. I'm telling you, they're in this chat right now. They're in the chat right now, for sure. And they're sitting there smiling right now saying, if he only knew how many of us are here. I know they're there just glaring and smiling right now as I'm saying this. Okay, they're always here. There's always witchy ones in this live stream at all times. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. They have numbers. They certainly have numbers. There's way more than you realize. There's way more than you realize. They're pretty plentiful. They're quite plentiful. I'm not sure if Bible-believing followers of Jesus outnumber them or the other way around. I honestly don't know. My guess would be that they outnumber us. Holy Spirit will just tell you suddenly. Yes. 2 Kings 6:16. Yes, some pastors are indeed. That's correct. 2 Kings 6:16. Don't be afraid, the prophet answered. Those who are with us are more than those who are with them. Well, okay. That was then. Is that still true? Right? Is that still true? I don't know. I don't know. The evil ones have spread witchcraft far and wide across this planet with all their occult stores, their movies, their Harry Potter. Think what Harry Potter did. How many witches were created because of Harry Potter? Okay, how many people became a witch because of Harry Potter? Do you know how many? Like it's a ridiculously big number, right? A whole lot of witchy ones were created just from Harry Potter alone. So I don't know. No one knows how many there are. It's impossible to know that number, but boy, I'm telling you, they're way more plentiful than you think. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. The Lord's army. There's 8 billion people. How many are witchy? I don't know. Biggest witchy red flags. Wanting to give you food or wanting to give you items to take into your house. That's the biggest one. If they want to give you food all the time, that's definitely a red flag. Okay, or if they want to give you an item, they're trying to give you decorations to put in your house, a little knickknack to put on your mantle. They want to give you this nice lamp that they have. They don't need anymore. They want to give you their clothes, cactuses. There you go. They want to give you something to put in your house. Okay, that is a surefire red flag. Be very careful of that. You can even take it and pretend you're going to keep it and then just toss it out right away, right? Just toss it out and make sure your house is covered in the blood of Jesus at all times. Yep. Every family's got some. There's some in every family, especially now. It's really bad now. So, folks, I have to go. I have 20 minutes to get ready for a face-off with, I don't even know what I'm going to see yet. I'm really, yeah. So I may be back later. I don't know. Depends on what happens in the next little while. we'll see what happens. So I don't know for sure that I'll see you later, but I might. And if not, I'll see you in the morning. So thank you all for being here. Stay off the dating sites. Wait on the Lord. Wait on the Lord. Wait on the Lord. And I'll talk to you soon. Remember that Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life.